Hello, today is the 8th of the 9th, 20. We had a visit from the police today. This short clip will be added to a video of the police outside, and I will do a part 2 called Police 2 of an audio, which will be an audio picture of what I recorded using a recorder. The police insisted, as you will see in the video, that they have the right to enter the house and search the house without a warrant and all this sort of thing, just because of the malicious call, refusing to give you any information on who made the call. And after they'd done all the search and everything is sweet, because our daughter was in fact at school, and the malicious caller said our daughter was locked in the shed. Like, you know, it's strange that our next door neighbour, right, made 3 malicious calls to the police years ago, and one of them was our daughter was locked in the shed. And now there's another malicious call, our daughter's locked in the shed again. Don't ask me. Like, you know, but the thing I really got to complain about is, like, I was very annoyed about it, because we were put through hell in 2011, especially my wife. She went through such hell you'll never believe it. Like, you know, well, we all did. Newborn baby never came home and everything. You'll never believe what we went through. Like, you know, wife kept away from home for 10 months. She had a very bad time of it. Like, you know, 10 months of me never putting my kid to bed. Newborn, only child. And the police got the attitude, and we also had a social worker stuck in his house because of another malicious call for 3 months visiting. Like, you know, and the attitude of the police is, oh my God, why are you getting annoyed? Oh, it's out of order getting annoyed when 4 cops are coming in their house looking round because of an accusation. That's all right, is it? They should have done a bit of checking first before they even considered coming here. And then after it was all over, they flipping wouldn't even tell us who it was or anything. Like, you know, who did that. So it's okay for people to make false accusations against people and not face criminal charges for it when it's found not to be true, yeah? Right, okay, well, I think you get the general idea. I'll put the video of the police arriving and being outside together with this, and I will do a part 2 called Cops 2 of the audio. It'll be a picture of a police officer and the audio of what I recorded. Okay, so this is going up to help people out. The only thing I'm going to say to you, like, you know, if you ever have a problem with a social worker, just send them a letter response, like, you know, with your point of view, keeping it very short, and don't ever have meetings with them, like, you know, because basically, in a nutshell, they're a bunch of liars, like, you know, and they can't be trusted at all, and that's it, basically all I can say for now. Yeah? Mr. Flowers? No? You got something to say it here. What kind of issue is it?
We've got a report, we've got some concerns with the child list here.
Oh yeah, is that right? Malicious call, is it?
Well, that's what we're trying to come find out. Let's see, we can have a quick chat and...
No comment.
No comment?
That's right, you want to come in here, you get a warrant. Our child's at school, mate, and nobody's done anything wrong.
Well, we're not saying you are, we're just trying to get to the bottom of this.
I don't give a damn what you're doing.
Someone's made a malicious call, it's out of order. We've had it before, we're not putting up with it again.
Okay. Well,
We've had no end of trouble with our next door neighbour for years.
okay.
You've been here 3 times before, unjustly. We had the lock on the door broken by the council, who compensated us. We've had these people next door spreading malicious rumours repeatedly, and now we've got you at the door. Well, I'm not standing for it.
Okay, Peter, okay, so there's concern for a child at the moment. Alright, I'm not saying you're doing a bit wrong. We just want to check in the
Who is it that made this accusation?
We're not going to tell you that.
Yes, you do.
We're not going to tell you that.
I'm afraid you do.
I don't have
You can't get round the general data protection regulations with that excuse. You have to notify me who it is so that I can press charges against the person.
I've got concerns for a child. I can enter your address under section 17. So
Oh, no, you can't. Do you want to know why?
okay.
She's not here.
Okay.
You keep the door down, she's not here. My child is at school, mate.
Okay, it's all been resolved. Just have to open the door.
I'm not talking to you, okay? It's no comment. I'm not letting you in my house. You'll have to get a warrant. The child is not here, so you have no right to enter. And on top of that, you're recording on my property.
That's fine. We'll just open the door ourselves then.
Well, that's what you'll have to do in our video, and I'll put it online, mate, because it's a malicious call. And we've had it all before, and we're not putting up with it. Obviously, you know, I mean, I know what your situation is regarding information. You can quite easily access information, right? It's all to hand. If you want to communicate with someone quickly, communicate with Adam Holloway. I've been sending reports to Adam Holloway on a regular basis for years because of these neighbours and the trouble that we've had. That's a fact, and you can see from your records there that you'll find out. You've been round here twice, 2, 3 times, like, you know, and searched the house and checked this over, and the police officer blocking me from coming down the stairs so the other copper can have a look round downstairs, unauthorised, like, you know what I mean.
We can only go off with the information we're told. If you want to
Well, that's right. I don't think you're really being fair. Let's talk about human rights, shall we? What about the human rights, like that I have a right to know who it is and how this information was given to you? I have that right, don't I, as a human being and a parent? You can't just have people going up to people and accusing people of things.
Peter, we've given you enough opportunity to open the door, so we've got enough patrol on the way. We can move through the street. If you don't answer, we can just walk away in, okay?
That's what you'll have to do then. Because I'm not letting you in the house because the child is not here. She's at school. Why don't you go up to school?
How do I know that?
Because I'm telling you the truth. She's at school.
Hey, what school is she at?
Shears Green Juniors. The head teacher is Jackie Pike. Go and have a word with her.
What's her name?
Jackie Pike.
No, your child's name.
Her name is Priscilla.
Priscilla? What's the second name? Same as yours?
Flowers, yes, of course. What do you think?
What's good people from dinner?
Right, so there you are. You have the information. There's a bit of help for you, like, you know. I'm not just discussing that with you. You've got enough information there. Okay?
How do I know it's the same child?
Don't get silly.
I'm not getting.
Just be fair and go and see Mrs. Pike, will you?
What, are you going to tell me how old your child is?
Pardon?
Are you going to tell me how old your child is?
I don't need to give you that. Data protection regulations, mate.
Same child, so I'm still going to come to your address, okay?
Well, that's entirely up to you. You're being completely bloody funny about the whole thing. I'll video you smacking the door because I'm certainly not letting you in without a warrant, because you don't have the right to enter the property without a search warrant if the child isn't here. Okay? So now I have to get dressed just in case you do break the door down, because it'll be the second time it's happened, because someone's messing with you. And the biggest problem with you lot is you respond too quickly to information given to you by anybody without doing the bloody research first. And it seems to be a major problem today with the police force. You know, you can't just come and force your way into someone's house just because some stranger or a malicious call or whatever, right, says something to you and that you think, oh, you've got the right to come forcing your way into someone's house.
We don't want to force our way in, we would like
Get a warrant. If you want to talk to me, if you want to come in the house and have a look around the house, you can. But we will not talk to you.
So you're going to let us in?
Yeah, I want to know why you want to come in the house.
We want to check the welfare of the child that lives here.
How can you do that if she's not in the house?
Well, like I said, we need to clarify that. If you let us see it, we can see that she's not here.
Yeah, but you don't have the right to enter if she's not here. She's at school, mate.
I would say we need to clarify that.
This is just abuse. It's going online, okay?
Fine.
So anyway, what I think we need to do here, right, is give us a good, serious 5 minutes for me to talk this through with my wife. Because I'm not even flipping dressed. I'm in the middle of, I've got a flipping appointment soon. On top of everything else, you know. So what is it, just go through this, I'll explain to my wife. What is your goal here? My daughter, I'm telling you, is not in this house. She's at school where she should be, right? We have no problems, and you've got a malicious call, right? You've got some, is it a malicious phone call you got? You can't even tell us if you've got a malicious call. How are you here? You're telling me that you can't tell me that you even had a malicious call, because it has to be a malicious call, doesn't it?
Necessarily, that's why we're here to find out, aren't we? If you just let us in,
Right, I'll rephrase it then, because you're being funny with me. Has somebody phoned up and said that they've got concerns about our family? Any member of our family?
like I said, someone's unfortunately concerned for the welfare of the child.
So what you're saying then is a member of the public has made some kind of report?
Correct.
That's correct, yeah? Well, at least we've got some kind of mutual ground there with that as a step forwards.
Like I said, we can't give any information until we've done it.
Well,
Come in and have a look.
so yeah, but the thing is, I'm just going to talk to my wife, okay? The thing with it is this, it's for clarification, because I'm recording you. Like, you know, you come here, you demand to come in the house. If we don't open the door because I'm saying my daughter's not here, like, you know, and that you're going to force your way in, right? And so, let's say, for instance, we let you in, right? Hypothetically, we let you in, right? Are you going to tell us who made the call after you've come in and checked everything's okay? Because surely we can press charges against whoever done this malicious whatever. So you can't tell us. Someone can come force get the police into our house, do something malicious, right, to get you to come here, demand to come in the house unjustly, right? And then after you've been in, if we are so good as to let you in and have a quick look round, right? Then after that, you're not prepared to let us know who made this accusation so that we can take legal action against them?
Obviously, data protection, we're not allowed to give that information across. We won't be giving it across.
Well, that applies both ways, doesn't it? Like, I mean, I've been more than fair to you. I told you my daughter's at school. I gave her the name of the head teacher, right? I have tried to help you out a bit there, like, and you're not willing to let us know who it is that did this, and so we got to suffer your appearance here. Pardon?
We can't, we're not allowed to give you that information.
Well, then I think that something needs to be changed, doesn't it? Because I tell you one thing, right? I'm going to have a word with my wife. I can't stand here all day. I've got an appointment, right? You know, is that there's no doubt, because there was a malicious woman in the garden the other day, well, outside the garden, right, having a go at me, right? Her friend next door. I've had nothing but trouble from these two for years, right? Big time. And as I said, I've made regular reports about what's been going on, genuine, right? And so there can be no doubt that it's next door that I've done it. So when I put this recording online, after I've hid the phone, right, then I shall do a report on them and accuse them of doing it, because there can't be no one else around. There's no one else who would do such a thing around here. So that's the position. So I really have got to get dressed. I've got a flipping urgent appointment later.
Well, I thought it best to give you an outcome of the police visit, just in case some people don't look at the audio I made of the police visit, which is separate from this recording that I had made. So the situation is, the outcome is that a police officer interviewed my wife against my wishes without me being with her to support her, we found out that the accusation was in fact that we had locked our daughter in the shed, and in fact she's at school. Like, you know, the whole thing's very questionable. But as I see it, the only people that could possibly have made the accusation is my next door neighbours, who have done it 3 times before, malicious calls, and one of their friends who was outside that I recorded, who was being very aggressive towards me, and was aggressive towards me up the road earlier. So that's my best guess. Like, you know, I think that in all honesty the police should never have come here. They should have checked their files first, and it would have become very apparent that it was a hoax call, you know what I mean? Obviously it was a hoax call, wasn't it? Because it was 100% my daughter was at school, and she still is. It's 12:52, the 8th of the 9th, 20. Like, you know. So I think they have to have a thing in place where if they do find it's a hoax call, of course no one will listen to any good ideas, the police come, they find out that it's a hoax call, then they should be charged. I think there should be a situation where if someone makes a hoax call of some kind, then they should say to the person making the call, now look, you have to identify yourself, and they may well have done. A lot of people do it anonymous. And they should have rules in place that we do not accept anonymous calls. And if you want to make an accusation and we find out that you're not telling the truth, then you will be charged. Under section whatever. Yeah? That's obviously got to be the way forward, because it'll never happen, of course. Like, you know, because all these hoax calls and one thing and another are useful cannon fodder for social workers. Like, you know, there's a lot of victims of social services, innocent people. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Social services, social workers are a load of liars. The majority anyway, to be fair. And the behaviour of some solicitors is highly questionable. And the behaviour of some solicitors is definitely corrupt. Favours in return for recommendations. That's my opinion.